If you are in a relationship right now, let me turn you on to the Ritual app. You are going to schedule your one-on-one session live with your clinician every week. I happen to be one of them. And in preparation for these sessions, you and your partner every single week, you're going to look at your video content that is curated for you and your partner. And you're going to learn the relationship skills that you need to really keep your relationship running smoothly and to keep both of you strong and emotionally healthy. And you're going to meet with your clinician afterwards. You're going to take the assessment. You're going to do your journal prompts and take the assessment so your clinician can find out how you're doing and how things are going in your relationship and the areas that you may need to get stronger in. But Ritual is an absolutely amazing app. It's going to help keep your relationship on track. It's going to give you that curated time with your partner every week to work on your relationship. And so I want you to check out the link at the bottom of this video and click on it, and you will get 20% off of the Ritual app. You also have the opportunity to message your clinician in between sessions. So you can also do that. But it is an absolutely amazing tool, a great modern day tool for couples to keep their relationship strong and healthy. So check out the Ritual app today, and don't forget to use my link to get 20% off of your first month of Ritual. And if you'd like to work with me, please let them know you're interested in working with Anita Stoudmire. It's 1:11. That's good. That's some good juju. It's 1:11 when I'm recording this. So that's some really good juju. All right. I'm on my way downtown to VCU. I have to speak on a panel about mental health for the Black alumni event that's happening now. And I just wanted to make this quick video. A couple of people had reached out to me and wanted to know my thoughts about the Diddy situation. And I mean, y'all already know. You already know what it is. Evil will exist. Evil will always exist until Christ comes back. And remember, the Bible has told us that we are fighting our war against the spirit, right? We're fighting our war against the demons, against the devil. And it just so happens that he chose him to use for, such a time as this. So while we're all incredibly, angry and frustrated with all of this, because apparently this has been going on forever. This has been going on for over 20 years. The truth of the matter is the devil's been on earth far longer than that. You all just have a new face of the devil. Your face of the devil is Diddy Combs, but the truth of the matter is evil will always exist here on earth until Christ comes back. And the devil chooses people. He chooses people to use and to get into, to do the things that they do. And the devil and the demons, that's who's down here on earth with us. And thankfully, God sends angels down here. God's given us his Holy Spirit. But I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I know people need to heal. They need to work on themselves so they're not falling prey to these demons and these devils down here. A lot of the reason why you fall prey to a lot of this foolishness is because you have brokenness within you. When you get your brokenness taken care of, when you start healing, you won't fall prey to the demons and the devils down here on earth. But as long as you have unforgiveness, as long as you have trauma and brokenness, as long as you have those wounds, as long as you have those grudges that you're holding and all that stuff is an entry door. That's an entryway into a lot of foolishness. That's why you got to be happy, healed, and whole. As I've been talking about for the last week, people are doing these social experiments, putting this guy's face on Tinder and putting in his description that he has charges because he beat up a woman. And yet all these women are signing up to meet him and to match with him. That's just wicked. But like I said, that shows you how broken people are. It shows you how completely emotionally unhealthy that people are. That's where we are. So this thing is getting worse and worse and worse. So I was not surprised. Nothing about, I'm glad, I'm glad that finally all of this can come to an end, just like the R. Kelly situation. I'm thrilled that this foolishness is going to stop, at least as far as him doing it. But they're saying it goes even further up than him. They're saying that he's like small on the totem pole. So that's really scary. That's the scariest part, is they're saying there are other people higher than him that had something to do with all of this. So that to me is just downright scary. We've been saying for years and years and years that the people in the political system, the people here in America, they support human trafficking. They support child trafficking and minors and all of that. That's insanity. But you never know what people are doing. You never know what's really going on behind closed doors. I know what I'm doing, which is I'm trying to protect me and mine, which is why I talk to my daughters. I talk to my son. I do my best to try to protect me and mine so they don't fall into any of these snares or any of these traps. I'm going to encourage you all to do the same. And this is why I keep telling people, you have to stand on something. Too many of us, can I be honest? The reason why this man could run amok, the reason why these things could happen, and this man could basically do this for over 20 years. Over 20 years this has gone on, and it's because of, what I call it is the spirit of, it ain't got nothing to do with me. If they like it, I love it. It's their business. It's not my business. That's why this man was able to carry on as long as he was. Because of all the complacent, turning head people who refused to stand on the side of righteousness. The fact that nobody wanted to stand up and say, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is messed up. That's what's really getting me today. It's like the majority of people, that's what y'all are on. Y'all are on this, well, if they like it, I love it. And it's their business. Why are we all of it? And look, let me say this right now. Let me get this off my chest. If I post something on my Instagram, if I create a post or a reel or a video, and you don't know what's happening, or you don't know what's going on, or you don't consider it your business, don't leave no comment under it. The fact that you're leaving a comment under my video saying, oh, it's none of our business, it's none of my business, you just made it your business. There is such a thing as keep scrolling. Keep scrolling, scroll on by. But the fact that you stopped what you was doing, you hit that little comment button, and you put a comment in, I don't know what's happening. I don't know these people. They look happy to me. I'm going to mind my business. Then you should not have commented. Minding your business is not commenting under my post. That's minding your business, scrolling by. But people kill me with that. All these comments about, well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know these people. Or if they like it, I love it. Or it's not none of my business. Not, okay, but you're here. You're here. And you are one of the many thousands and thousands of complacent people. That's the reason why wickedness thrives. It ain't even the people that are wicked. The people that are wicked are about 5%. Let's really have an honest conversation. The wicked people are about 5 to 10%. The complacent people are about 80%. That's why the wicked people are thriving. Because the 80% of people will not stand on anything. And then you got the other 10% of people that call ish out all day. The other 10%, they open their mouth. They are bold. They are brave. They have the courage to speak up and say, this is wrong. But if I'm telling the truth, 80% of y'all are complacent. 80% of you don't say anything. Well, it's none of my business. Every single person in Diddy's entourage. Every single person that he hired, all of them should go down. You want my honest opinion? All of them should be locked up. Every bodyguard, every personal assistant, everybody. Because those people were the 80%. They allowed the wickedness to continue. All of them should be locked up. All of them should face consequences for what happened. All the managers, all the producers, all of them, they all should go to jail. Let's see, y'all, oh, why am I getting charges? And I didn't have nothing to do with it. I just turned my head. You should get charges for turning your head. You sure should. Because that is the reason why wickedness is allowed to thrive in our land. Because you all keep turning your head. So that's it. But it's not a shock. Like I said, to me, he has grown more and more dark. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his eyes. I always saw it, even back in the day, back in the Biggie days. He looked sick to me. He looked wicked. He looked sick. And that wickedness has grown and grown and it's gotten like there's no light in his eyes at all. When he put out that apology video, I mean, he just looks wicked. It was like, what is the point of the apology video? Everybody can see by looking at your face that you did these things. He's just filled with darkness. He's filled with wickedness and evil. So, yeah, he needs to go down. But you know who else needs to go down is everybody else in his entourage. Everybody else. And they're saying now that, something might have happened to Justin Bieber. Something might have happened to Usher. They were kids. They were kids when they were doing this mess. And it's no telling what happened. And all these other celebrities going to his parties and all, yeah, it's wickedness. But y'all know that. Y'all know the whole industry is just wicked, filled with wicked people. Anytime a woman has to show up at an award show with all her breasts out, like, what does that have to do with the music? What does that have to do? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And the fact that Beyonce is still dressing in such a way that is not appropriate for a married woman with 3 children. The fact that she feels the need to be posed on a glass horse without her clothes, half her clothes missing, that's telling you a lot. That's when I knew I was done. I knew I was done when this last album came out. And in my mind, these people have nothing but resources, right? Nothing but money, nothing but resources. But somehow she got to come out in these scantily clad outfits or half naked sitting on I was done. I was done because it's no reason whatsoever for you to do that. It's no reason whatsoever. You're a married woman. You have 3 children. It's just no reason whatsoever for you to be. I just don't understand it. So that's how I knew the wickedness was going through the land. I was like, man, this is crazy. This woman that everybody says is so talented. Okay, then why do you have to be half dressed? I don't understand that. And you are a wife and a mother. And the fact that, Jay-Z don't think anything of it. Ladies, I want you to hear this and hear this well. Any man that's allowing you to go out half dressed, any man that's allowing you to dress in such a way so as to sexually tempt a man with lust, if he lets you go out like that, if he loud and proud about your body and, oh, she fine, she mine and all that, that man don't love you. That's not what love looks like. Okay? You have been fooled. You've been bamboozled into thinking that a man letting you go out half dressed is modern and he's not misogynistic and he's, feminist and all this other foolishness. That's a man that don't care nothing about you. That's a man that don't care nothing about you. So there you have it. If he let other men gaze upon your naked body, he don't care nothing about you. And there you have it. So no, that's just, it's weird. It's weird to me that I have to be a wife and a mother of 3 and just go out half dressed or be on album covers or be in videos half dressed. It don't make no sense. And yet apparently you're the talented one. Like you're the so-called talented one out of Destiny's Child. That don't make no sense. So if you have all this talent, why are you relying on your body? It just don't, it's not adding up. So yeah, I think more people are going to be exposed. And the most powerful people at the top, the richest, most powerful people at the top, they're going to do everything within their power to try to protect themselves. They sure are. They're going to do everything in their power to keep their name from being tied to this foolishness. But like I said, it's wicked. It's wicked. You can look at it and see these people, there's no light in their eyes. There's no, it's just pure wicked. But I think everybody associated with him need to be arraigned also, because they're complicit. Anytime you turn your head to young girls or young boys, like that's insanity. That's insanity. And they talking about it was boys, it was girls. Like what? This is insanity doing this mess. And look, even if Justin Bieber or Usher, even if they didn't officially get SA'd, they could have seen some things. They could have seen some other people and seen some things. And I mean, to a young, impressionable mind, like you never get that out of your mind. You never get that out of your mind. That is sick. Where were their parents? Where were the adults that were supposed to be protecting them? So yeah, it's a sick world, y'all. I hate to bring it to you, but evil will always exist until Christ come back. Until Christ come back and save us from all of this nonsense, this is the world we live in. It's horrible. But like I tell people, there is a way to protect yourself, and it is doing the work. It is building community. It is having healthy relationships. It is making sure that you're healing the wounds and the trauma, so you're not a person who's victim to this type of nonsense. You're not falling for this type of nonsense. I often tell people, I didn't get caught up in any of this mess because I know who I am. I know whose I am. I love myself. I've never been out here in the streets like that because I'm like, why? Like, why would I do that? What's fun about being ran through? Like, what is fun about being ran through by a bunch of dudes? I think it's downright gross. So that ain't never been my thing. I ain't never been, that's nasty. Y'all nasty. and there was a time where people consented to the nasty. Like, we all knew what being nasty was. We all were in agreement with certain things being nasty. Like, we all knew what that was. And now y'all acting like ain't nothing nasty. Like, oh yeah, you should have 2, 3, 4 sex partners. You should have, with the woman that made the video that got 26 sex partners. Yo, that is, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know if I should call it polyamorous or hexagram. I don't know what to call it. 26 sex partners? There was a point in time where most people, 90% of people would say she has a illness. She has a sickness. She has a mental illness. And now we make TikTok videos about it and think it's so interesting. That is insanity. But that's where we are. She making a video about her 26 sex partners and how it works and who she's with and this. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. So yeah, this life, this world, just know, unfortunately, until Jesus come back, it ain't gonna get better. That's the saddest part of all. It's not gonna get better, y'all. It's only gonna get worse. It is only gonna get worse. So y'all pray for me, pray for each other. That's what I spend most nights doing, is praying for very specific people, praying for clients, praying for just the state of the world, praying for my children, my family, my friends. Because if I'm being honest, other than running this big mouth of mine, that's all I got. That's all I got is my prayers, my relationship with God, and then being bold enough to speak out about it. Because 80% of y'all won't. 80% of y'all are not going to speak out about it. So, all right, I am here. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Something is going on out the Altria, but have a great rest of your Saturday. I appreciate you all and your support. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. And as always, stay open to love.